WJBF.com. Click, click.
News Channel 6 congratulates Charlotte Garnes, this year's Remarkable Women honoree. Recently, Charlotte was recognized as a News Channel 6 Woman to Watch for her outstanding work with Reinforce, a nonprofit that provides jobs and housing assistance for incarcerated women.
I'm not doing it from a place of judgment. I'm doing it from a place of love.
Charlotte will represent the CSRA nationally at next star's Remarkable Women Awards ceremony. Women to Watch, proudly sponsored by Goodwill. The Live Viper 6 mobile app. Download it today. Children First on News Channel 6 is sponsored by Bridgestone.
4 days until Easter. I'll let you know what to expect for those Easter egg hunts coming up.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 5, a City of Augusta department head on paid administrative leave tonight.
What one commissioner is telling us as your News at 5 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 5.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Brad Means.
And I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you for joining us.
Coverage you can count on begins with Augusta leaders confirming that the city's Housing and Community Development Director, Hawthorne Welcher, has been put on paid administrative leave.
Graham Lee joins us now in the studio with the story. Graham?
Well, Brad, Jenny, according to commissioners, the decision was made in a legal session 2 weeks ago. Welcher is now off the job due to what they're calling compliance issues. Welcher was hired as the Housing and Community Development Director back in July 2015, but he's been involved with the department since 2008. Before that, he also worked with the Aiken Housing Authority for 10 years. We haven't seen him in a while. The last time we talked to Welcher was almost a year ago when the city held a groundbreaking for the affordable housing apartment known as the Lennox. Fast forward 365 days, and he's temporarily off the job.
Want to make sure, give him a fair chance of us getting together the information that we need, something that it wouldn't put him in a bad position. So we deem it necessary to allow him to be placed on paid administrative leave until such time that we could investigate these findings.
Now, we are still working to find out what those issues are. Lewis tells me it was a joint decision, but some commissioners say the move was initiated by the mayor's office. We did reach out to Mayor Johnson for comment, and he declined. Jenny?
We appreciate it, Graham. Happening tonight, the future of the old Weed School will be discussed at a community meeting. An outside developer is proposing turning the property into a senior residential center. The city's Housing and Community Development purchased the property earlier this year. The meeting will take place at Sand Hills Community Center at 6 o'clock. We'll have a crew there, and we'll bring you the latest tonight at 10 and 11.
Just into the News Channel 6 newsroom, 2 people facing charges tonight in Aiken after a months-long investigation into a massage parlor. The investigation apparently began after several people told law enforcement that Golden Fingers Massage Parlor was offering sexual services in exchange for payment. 39-year-old Zhao Chen and 39-year-old Jinlan Sun are behind bars charged with prostitution. SLED helped out with this investigation.
It's time now for a first check of our weather.
Meteorologist Miller Hyatt standing by with that, and some really nice spring weather going on this week, Mills.
Yes, that's right, Brad and Jenny. We're talking up in your Viper 6 forecast. Brad and Jenny.
Miller, thank you. Many of us have suffered with allergies this spring, and they can affect our pets too. Isabella Moody spoke to a local vet about recognizing and treating the symptoms.
Allergies in animals are more common than pet owners may realize, and there are a few ways that you can tell if your pet is suffering.
Most of them are seasonal, the same way you and I get these seasonal allergies here during the spring. We start finding a lot of itchy pets.
Symptoms in pets could be licking their paws, scratching, shaking their head, and scratching of the ears, which could be an ear infection.
It's really when you start noticing that it's affecting their quality of life. Other things to really look out for, though, are going to be what look like pimples on their belly or on their skin. That can be signs of a skin infection, which unfortunately is a really common side effect of our allergies.
Animals can take over-the-counter antihistamines like Benadryl or Zyrtec to help with allergy symptoms, but it only works for some. You can contact your vet to learn the dosage or to see if you should pick up pharmaceuticals only they can give you that could help.
Mosquitoes are an annoyance for us, but they can be deadly to dogs. Heartworms are endemic in the area, and they're carried and spread by mosquitoes.
Staying on heartworm prevention this year is very important because of the influx of mosquitoes. There are other vaccinations to get your pet to fight other diseases this spring and summer.
We start doing our warm weather activity events, right, is worrying about leptospirosis. It's a disease that gets spread by wildlife peeing in puddles, and your dog goes and drinks from those puddles, and it can wreck their kidneys, and technically they can transfer it onto you and wreck your kidneys as well. So it's important to stay vaccinated against leptospirosis.
Make sure to stay up to date with your pet's vaccinations and medications to help keep them healthy as it continues to warm up. In Evans, Isabella Moody, WJBF News Channel 6.
Well, traffic troubles on West Martintown Road in North Augusta have been a concern for years, and now with a new light going up at Knobcone, some are asking, what does it take to get a traffic signal? Here's Aiken Bureau Chief Sean Cabbage-Stock.
The traffic light here at West Martintown and Knobcone is flashing red and yellow for now, and many people hope it'll be the start of more. But getting a traffic light isn't easy, though. It's about finding the right solution. The South Carolina Department of Transportation follows state and federal rules to decide if a light's needed. They consider crashes, traffic, and nearby schools. Even if approved, it's not a quick fix. Each review goes through a safety review. We spoke with people who say one stretch of Edgefield Road can really use a light.
I've seen several here. We've had turnovers. We've had terrible crashes here.
Yeah.
From people trying to come from one side all the way over to the other side. And that's what's making the accidents. And it's just been some really bad accidents. If a traffic light is what will help, then I say let's go for it. Let's do it.
And delays for getting a traffic signal can be because of money, land, or utilities. In North Augusta, I'm Aiken Bureau Chief Sean Cabbage-Stock, WJBF News Channel 6.
The city of Aiken wants your input on a proposed master plan for one of its parks. Plans are in the works to help shape the next phase for growth and improvements at Beverly D. Clyburn Generations Park on McHenry Holland Drive. Tonight's meeting is from 5:30 to 6:30 at the picnic shelter there at the park. A second meeting, same time and place, will be held April 22nd. You can also fill out a survey on the City of Aiken's website.
Did you know 5 canines were killed in the line of duty just last year in South Carolina? Well, lawmakers are proposing a new bill that would double the fines for anybody who injures or kills a police canine or horse. Law enforcement from across the state supporting the measure. Right now, the punishment for killing a law enforcement animal is up to 5 years in jail. Officers say that's not enough.
They are protectors and they are heroes. When a criminal targets a police canine, they're not just attacking an animal, they are attacking a member of law enforcement.
Each dog undergoes 600 hours of training, and it costs up to $18,000 of taxpayer money to buy and train a canine.
Georgia Southern will soon become the 5th largest university in the state. This comes after a decision from the University System of Georgia to merge East Georgia State College with Georgia Southern. Chancellor Sonny Perdue says students won't see changes to their tuition through the fall of 26, but says they don't know how it may change in the future. He explains they'll save money combining schools, but some administrative positions could move or disappear altogether.
I can't promise that all the administrative jobs will be maintained with an economy of scale and efficiency. That's just not possible to do, but certainly for those student-facing jobs, we expect those to be maintained.
Officials say things should be finalized after one last vote in December.
The Cyber Georgia STEM Fest hosting several middle school students Wednesday morning. Bria Smith has that.
100 students throughout the CSRA is spending time here at the Georgia Cyber Center learning all things STEM and cybersecurity for the annual event.
I just want to be a nuclear engineer like my dad.
For students like Branson Pisarski, STEM Fest is a dream.
Well, my dad is a nuclear engineer, and I've been really interested in tech and engineering since then. I mean, CTF, when I learned that it was ethical hacking, that kind of made me get some interest in this.
Pisarski is just one who sees themselves having a future in STEM and cyber.
I want to be maybe something related to cybersecurity, maybe like an engineer or something.
What do you think might work? Students have the chance to experience engaging STEM and cyber activities like To the Sky Design Challenge, Ethical Hacking Escape Room, and a vendor fair to learn more about careers in the industry.
So the first thing that the students tell me when I get feedback from this is, you can't get this in the classroom.
In class, we kind of have to, you're sitting down, and it's more in a controlled environment. Here it's more like you get more actual experience, I feel like.
It's proof that something is found, so that's what we're going to do.
The event included students from both Georgia and South Carolina and is presented by the Georgia Cyber Center and the Cyber Fusion Innovation Center.
We're the only place in the country that has government, state and federal, academia, Augusta University, School of Computer and Cyber Sciences, and Augusta Technical College, and private industry under one roof.
The Cyber Center hosts the event twice a year, the next one being for high school students throughout the CSRA. And for more information on that, visit WJBF.com. In Augusta, Bria Smith, WJBF, News Channel 6.
Coming up, the federal child tax credit is set to expire at the end of this year.
Senator Raphael Warnock is proposing a new bill that would double the credit to help families. A closer look next.
The drought continues across the area, but we have some beneficial rain on the way as we go into the middle of April. I'll have details coming up.
Give me a countdown.
If you live in Georgia, you may soon get money back in your wallet thanks to $1 billion worth of tax relief. It's part of two tax-related bills that Governor Brian Kemp signed into law. One would lower the state's income tax rate to 5.19%. The other would give Georgia taxpayers a one-time refund. Single filers would get $250. Single heads of households have $375 coming. $500 for joint filers.
Coming up, Columbia Fire Rescue is helping people learn CPR.
How you can sign up as News Channel 6 at 5 continues.
Weather headlines on WJBF News Channel 6. Brought to you by Hickson Roofing. If your roof needs fixing, call Mr. Hickson.
At Lionel Smith to be for you as we go into the weekend. I know some pools are already opening, looking at a high around 80 to 89 degrees as we go on forward into the weekend. And next week continues that summer trend with highs in the 80s all week.
That sounds great.
Thanks, Miller.
Looking good. CPR can be life-saving for someone in an emergency, and soon Columbia Fire Rescue will offer free courses to the public. There will be 2 different courses each month. One will be for citizens, the other is for those who need the CPR completion for work. These folks will need to pay $25 for the completion card, and that will be valid for 2 years.
AHA studies have shown that 70 to 75% of out-of-hospital cardiac arrests occur in the home. So the person you're going to most likely be on CPR on is going to be your family member. So it's incredibly important to learn that. We've been offering these for years, but we just haven't had a whole lot of attention provided to get folks. So we've kicked this off new. We're going to be offering a course every month. And then once a quarter, we're also going to be on Saturdays offering a first aid course also.
The first course is this coming Tuesday, April 22nd at 6 p.m. It's at the county's Emergency Operations Center on Ronald Reagan Drive in Evans. You can register by finding the story on WJBF.com.
Well, still ahead, a birthday party agency in Switzerland with a twist for a child's party.
How this new plan involves clowns when News Channel 6 at 5 returns.
The Giving Your Best Award salutes volunteers in the CSRA for going above and beyond in our community.
The Giving Your Best partners congratulate our latest winner, Arthur Wilcher, who co-founded the nonprofit Young Men United. With support from law enforcement, the school board, and volunteers, his team is tackling violence and making a positive difference in WINS.
Giving Your Best is brought to you by Science Co., Piedmont Augusta, Security Federal Bank, and News Channel 6. For years, WJBF News Channel 6 and our partners have championed local families through our Children First campaign. Together, our mission has always been to strengthen our community by uplifting children and their families across the CSRA. Count on News Channel 6 as we make a difference in the lives of local children. To learn more, visit WJBF.com/Children First. WJBF News Channel 6's Children First initiative is sponsored by Bridgestone and by Costello Law Firm.
In Switzerland, you can pay a clown to stalk your child for an entire week. The clown will follow them around, set traps for them, send them creepy messages. Parents usually hire him for their child's birthday, and then the clown sends your boy or girl a message warning them. And they'll show up when they least expect it, and then it happens, and they usually will smash a cake in their face. And Jenny, we agreed, weirdest story we've ever read.
Yeah, and for their next birthday, you can give them a gift certificate for the therapy they're going to need later in their life.
Absolutely. And I thought Swiss children were pretty chill. Their country's, a friend to all. But they have this clown thing.
Clowns, weird.
It is.
Oh, that's it for now, but there is more coverage you can count on coming up at 5:30.
Including a federal judge saying the Trump administration may have crossed